sixth team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Nice job executing. The assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Hurricanes in a good spot here with second and short. Tight end now in motion. One man in the backfield and he gets it. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. No matter who's been leading the program, Miami always wants to be able to run the ball with some physicality.
Yeah, it starts everything. The line of scrimmage starts everything. That attitude starts everything. And the U is known for attitude. And when they play physical, they've got great teams.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Looking for a man. It's back. A little release to the back. They stopped him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover. Pick up the first.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You could tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup. At the 25-yard line. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Handoff to the lone back. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Hand off from the shotgun. They get him down. Tough run. Picks up 4. They'll mark it at the 19.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Rushes on him. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Miami.
That's so frustrating for the opposing offense, too, because you're just salivating. You're just waiting for an opportunity to get on the field. The offense possessed it the entire first quarter and then capped it off with a touchdown. That was amazing.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. On the ground, it's Frazier. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Dropping back, it's Stockton. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Catch in the middle, it's Branch. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Got it in the middle, it's Bell. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Miami is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Frazier. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Georgia comes quickly to the line. Looking for a crease. It's Frazier. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. The Bulldogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. To the air, it's Stockton. Big fella moving. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. Trying to barge their way in. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And the extra point splits the uprights. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Quarterback making adjustments. The toss to the right. Hard running there. Oh, he's got some space. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the tight end. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it up to 45. Really good job working through his progression. You get into him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Out of the shotgun, they go to ground. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Looking to throw, it's back. That's caught. It's Marion. Taken out of bounds after a boom pick up there. There is striking distance at the 37. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Bringing the heat. He'll get rid of it. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
And And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Running to the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called by the defense. It's their 1st of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Marion. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's 1st down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Looking to pass. It's back. It's complete. He gets it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going over the top. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to run the chains.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the 1st half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead. But with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the 1st half.
They'll start this drive with a pass. He tries to take the top off. Into the house. Touchdown, Canes.
How big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you could have offensively. David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the 1st half.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Waning seconds of the 1st half. Let's see how they handle it. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Oh, they're after him. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. And a sack all the way back at the 5. The Hurricanes will boot it away to start the second half. Coming out with it, it's Branch. He took the risk, bringing it out of the end zone, and he'll go out of bounds at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here will be huge.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big. Intercepted, and that's not how you want to start a half. He managed a few yards on that return. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. Really disciplined job by the cover. To get down there and make the stop at the 19.
stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, that is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical, get off the ball, get downhill faster.
Looking downfield, it's back. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
They were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Marion. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. So we're scoreless, their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on fourth down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Wants to throw. It's back. Fires to the big fella. After 45 on his way. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, it's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. Turning it on. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Miami.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. There was no hesitation. Opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. To start the drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
He just lost track of where he was on the field. Entire body past the line of scrimmage. Illegal forward pass, and they will back him up. Second down coming up. Ocean from the wideout. To the air. It's Manning. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Takes it the other way. He's at the touchdown Hurricane. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. Fires left. He's got it. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Longhorns come to the line in the hurry up. Now the play fake. Dumps it off in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Longhorns with a second and short to keep this drive moving. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Manning. He lets one fly deep. And he's got it inside the 35. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. And they'll move the chains, and a good way to wrap up the first quarter. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the 2nd period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period, first down here. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. The throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. He's already thrown one pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, the ball when you throw it is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in.
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Texas! After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ball game.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead at half, down 14-7. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
The play-action fake. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
Get the quarterback off the spot. Make him flush from the pocket. Put a good hill. Check, check, check. Everything you can to make the QB uncomfortable. The defense did all 3 of those on this play and finished it off with a nice lick, nice physical play on the quarterback.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Dropping back. It's back. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted. The defense is set up. Finally brought down. The what a play, not only to get the football, but to put the field position with the return.
Well, the offense turns it over. And talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw. Trying to find the end zone. And they will score. Touchdown, Longhorn. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Marion. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've seen the good and the bad already. A touchdown on the opening drive, a pick on the second one, and now to try to get things back on track. Brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. When you're dealing with the big tight end, you better get a bunch of hats around the football.
And here's the thing, Reese. These used to be big, slow tight ends. Now these guys are absolute freaks. They're so good. You can split them out wide. You can put them in the formation. They can do so much. And you see after the catch, hard to get to the ground.
Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job on the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations. But do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
The Canes come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's back. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And the Hurricanes will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's caught inside the 30. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Boy, did that one have revolutions on it, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone. And they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He wants to throw it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fletcher. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Quarterback may change this route. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. To the air. It's back. Close to the marker, it's Daniels. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. And the Canes, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throwing right. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit and forcing the incompletion?
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. back to throw. It's Manning. Here's the pressure. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Washington. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. He's going for the big play. Toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. He goes out of bounds, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see what this one's about. Offense gets set for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Gets it inside the 40, brought down to the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Run out of bounds at around the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense to work.
And a great play design here in this type of situation, obviously trailing, you're trying to put something up on the scoreboard and just using the sideline, using the boundary, getting the ball out of bounds and stopping the play.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass. It's Manning. Snagged out of the air. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. They took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be third down.
This quarterback is living dangerously now. Threw a pick earlier in the game, and he almost threw another one right there. These windows are tight. He's got to be really good with his decision-making.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. They send the tight end in motion. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. Under fire. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Manning. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that is exactly what this offense needed to have happen. They had to come up with a big drive, with a big touchdown here at the end of the quarter. That's going to help their confidence. They've now got the lead heading into halftime.
The AT unit on the field. And point, they take a 21-17 lead. The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there. Still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. From the gun. Wants to pass. Makes the catch. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Moves away as he feels pressure. Complete to the right. They're ripping up chunks of yards. They get it to the 33.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
And the Longhorns are moving quickly down the field. They'll run it from the gun. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Under fire. In the middle, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice game.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a space. Quarterback extends the play. Took a shot as he threw.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll run play action. Caught over the middle. It's Moore. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. The Longhorns are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. To throw, it's Manning. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Nice execution by this defense on 2nd and goal. And they try to throw the football. They stay tight on them. On this offense, maybe I run some crossers, a little pick route, try to get my guy open.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, Longhorn! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Texas fight and fighting them through the air and on the ground, reminiscent of Colt McCoy's big day against A&M in 2009.
Yeah, just doing whatever they want. And this is a good spot to be. Listen, Texas gets a highly recruited kid at quarterback every single year. Can this be the guy that takes them to the next level? Today is a good day.
He'll bring it out. It's Marion. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. The give to the back. Nice move there.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that, everybody. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to find another play. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Grab near the marker. It's Marion. Gets enough for the 1st down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. To the air, it's back. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
It's a fumble. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football.
That is a nice break for the offense. Man, those are plays that you don't think about down the road, but those are turnovers. They just bounce a little bit in the direction of the defense. You're so jacked up. You create momentum, juice. It could change the game. That's a great break for the offense.
There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. The Canes want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield. If he lines up a wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field. From the gun. Got a man. It's Marion. Now with a
great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man. It's back. He's got him in the flat. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finished. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Got the first down. Looking for more. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now it's tough sledding on the ground.
And here comes the field goal unit. It's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they're not going to pick up the first down on the fake field goal. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. He might want another play. Scanning the field, it's back. It's on target and complete.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. And a
possessions in a 2-minute situation, the offense is so predictable. You know they're going to throw the football. So everybody on defense, they're just trying to see the ball thrown and then break.
Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense...
He's looking deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite trap.
He'll take the deep shot. Final pass falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what,
Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the number 4 team in the country, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Canes will move away to start the game. And he'll just take a knee. We'll start at the 25. You want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. The give to the back. Breaks the tackle. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
the coaches told us in pregame that they love this back's mixture of speed and power. Listen, he's not the power back all the time, but he's moving so fast that it's hard to get him to the ground.
but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
From the shotgun, they hand off to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll run it on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
A lot of times the defense is focused on the middle, right? Bring more big bodies in the red zone. Don't let them run the football. Offense tries to do the opposite. Get outside. Get their speedster the football. Had a little bit of success, but nice job by this defense.
Pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Here's the handoff. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about that first drive? The hardest thing to do in college football is win on the road. They're the underdog, coming into a hostile environment. What do? Possession one, go right down the field and shut everybody in this building up.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The play fake on first down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. They corral it out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers the Hurricanes have had as well. And they've got a special group this year. This guy right here is one of those dudes. He can beat you one-on-one with his speed, and he has really, really good hands as well.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
They go to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
There were serious revolutions on that third down pass, but it's incomplete.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Might be calling a hot route. on 4th down, going to the air. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game, and we're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Got it in stride inside the 20. Touchdown, Oregon! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Handoff to the single back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
On the ground, it's Fletcher. Fights off a defender. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So 1st down here as they go back to work. The give to the tailback. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, an important part of the Canes tradition.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's back. Makes the grab, it's Fletcher. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Motion from the back. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on 1st down by this offense.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's a great stop by this defense. 2nd down and goal. getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Here comes the heat. He makes a catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kane.
And it's money time. It's 3rd and goal. You got the option. You can run the football, still be balanced, use the big phone, the tight end. I love it down here because he can act like he's blocking, slip out, and get open. And then he's got that big body. You just throw it to him, and he does the rest.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Coming out with it, it's Stewart. He's got great speed. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. The quarterback scrambled around, and the defense able to scramble him and turn it into a sack. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
And what a great job of being cool under pressure. He knew there was a defender about to hit him, and he held on to it as long as he could before letting it go. He paid for it, but what an accurate shot vertically down the field for an explosive play in the passing game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Stewart. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from the mistakes.
Love the location of the throw on that slant pass. Put it out in front of the receiver, put it on his face mask so he can catch it and try to advance.
Come to the line, trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They're going to ride this running back. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency in getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
When the offense gets in those multiple tight end looks, you kind of have a good understanding of what's coming. You don't know where the ball's going necessarily, but put those big old bodies in there to block, to move people, to put more mass on the field, especially once you get in this red area where you have to be able to run the football effectively. Those passing windows tend to shrink a lot.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be 3rd and long. Moore will throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. So they put the field goal on the board and about to kick it away, and hoping that'll be the final points of this first half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Marion. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's got an alley. Can they catch it? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you can see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but a really good job of blocking by the return team. He's out to the 44. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Ducks will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Marion. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Finds the tight end. Just find a way to make that first tackler whiff. He's out to the 21. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll have the 1st down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that 1st down.
And the Canes will snap it on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Man, it's really really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Back to throw, it's back. That's caught, it's Fletcher. What about that move to pick up a few extra yards to the 35?
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on third down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
Quarterback now breaking the field. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll try to run. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Off play action. On the run, fires downfield. And they find a hole in the defense. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure. After he makes the catch, that's a costly giveaway.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Moore to the air. Fires to the big fella.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan, limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
The Ducks can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Rolling, throwing, looking right. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You get a play like that, and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Offense in a bunch formation. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Moore will throw. Time to take a shot. Snags it inside the 20. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. To the ground with the back. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line and pick up a first down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
What do you do now if you're the offense, right after that incomplete fourth down, but you've driven the entire field? At this point, do you just say, we got to go for a touchdown, or do you just pay the drive off by kicking a field goal?
And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so
breaks into the open. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Looking for a man. It's back. Swings it out to the flat. And they knock him down, but he got past the line to gain.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
The Hurricanes with the 1st and 10. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Going to the running game.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
3rd and long, defense knows the pass is coming, so they're going to have guys with their eyes on the QB, but they're going to try to get to him with pressure, pinning their ears back. If you're on offense, you might be thinking blitz here. You better get rid of this one quick.
Okay, ready? A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab on the left. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, that's why this guy's one of the best receivers in the country. Even when he's double covered, he's open. He's able to make the catch and get the 1st down.
Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Power football. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle. But they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's moving out of the pocket. Let's it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Snags it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Miami.
And that drive right there is exactly what you dream about. That's how you want your offense to perform. Under a clutch situation, you take the ball down the field, get the score, and now an extra point away from taking the lead late in this ball game.
Point gives him a 1-point lead here in the 4th. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Stewart. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Start this drive from the 18-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Moore. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Moore to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Whittington. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense uses a timeout, 20 ticks remaining.
I don't always have to push the ball down the field. I love when QBs drop back, look at it matchups. Oh, I got my running back. I think he can get the 1st down. Give him the football. Let him be an athlete with the football in his hands after he catches it. Nice job by the QB. Nice job by the running back.
To the air on 1st down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a double.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Here's a throw downfield late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the 4th quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
On third down, he drops the throw. Finds his man. It's Whittington. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his second touchdown.